Gonna palem and manuk fire juice. Alala loom sarone. Hadagu, planet coaster dorada.
Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. How's it going, folks? Let's see if we can jump over into the game. The game! There we go. Lovely jubbly. I found this channel by searching geek stuff. Nice. I'm glad I come up for geek stuff. Who is really excited for Planet Zoo? I'm really excited. I don't know whether I'm really excited just yet. We'll see what Gamescom has to show us, hey? He's on WoW tonight? Ridiculous. Sounds like his priorities sorted. Although that's what I'll be doing tonight, but you'll be tucked up in bed by then because it's much later. How you doing? Hey Liam, good thanks. Hello you, David Blaine. Love your magic tricks. Hot dog squad. Right, so I know I said that it was going to be Evil Genius. I know Geekism Studios. But I spent most of last night playing. Hanny, you ask me every week to play Islanders. I've got it. I played it for 20 minutes. Didn't like it. Don't want to do videos on games I don't like. So you can stop asking. Thank you. Here he is, look, Mr. Malova. Talk about multitasking. Hey, Alex. Hello, you, Matty. Yeah, so anyway, all last night I spent banging my head together. Do I think Planet Coaster should make an easy design mode? Yeah, it's called the Steam Workshop. Go to town. So used to be True Shane on Twitch, mildly artistic before that. Final stream of yours I've caught since your streaming hiatus. Love the Irish colour scheme. Thanks, Shane. Welcome back, pal. Right, yeah, so I was going to come into Geekism Studios for a bit, but I've absolutely been banging my head together about this problem we've got here. Not necessarily problem, just kind of how to do it. Okay. So, hey, Dennis. Morning. So we want a train track. We decided to go for both trains and cars. Okay. Hello, you Floppy. How's it going? Hi, Deborah. Evening or afternoon or morning? Afternoon for me. Evening for the UK, I do. Dare you pronounce my last name? Carlson. Unless I'm saying it wrong. Hello, you screamed out. Sorry, Panhan. Sorry about that. I'm leveling my gnome. Oh, well, somebody's got to, I suppose. I ignored again. Sorry, Neff. What were you ignored on? Hey, Janty, I asked you via Twitter ages ago if there's still a link to all your Pinewood Hills ride signs, but you just liked it and never answered. Oh, sorry. There's still a link to all the Pinewood Hills ride signs. What do you mean by ride signs? Sorry. What kind of animals do you put in the safari? No, whatever's available on the workshop, really. So anyway, yeah, we want to do both train and safari. The problem is we've only really got this space here to have as a entrance point to the safari, and to have both a train station and the cars would get a little messy. So I decided that what we could do is have the train station over here in the American area, theme it slightly differently, okay? The problem is at that point you've got to get the train track across both the coaster and the and all of this area here. All right. So I had the sign about its history and stuff. Oh, okay. I'd never uploaded them anywhere. Neff, sorry, they're just for Pinewood. So the only spot where the train track can fit through is right here. And I've cleared this with Mass, and he's happy with it. So obviously, work needs to be done around the, the grass area to fill it all in and everything. But it comes nice and close to the ride, but not far away enough. Like probably like the top of the train is about here, so you've got a good sort of 10-foot clearance, I imagine. So I'm okay with that. All right, and then it comes round again. All this is very whip, right? And then we need to get a couple of ways across the train track for people. So I've done two. I've got a path here that leads to the exit of the coaster, and maybe a gift shop or something over here. But I'm going to leave that for Mass because that's part of the coaster. So don't really want to mess with that. Tunnel, yeah, there probably will be a tunnel. There's no to shout. So, and then that comes under here. I've had to move the bathroom around. So this bathroom was actually 90 degrees that way. So I've turned that on 90. And then this tunnel area, this sort of half-done archway that Mass put together that was over here, I've now brought round and using this. It actually works perfectly as an archway for both the queue of this ride and the entrance to the area. So I think we're going to do that. All right. And then, so we've got to clear this all up. And then this area here is going to be the other way across to Tamar. Here from this area here, we'll do a wooden bridge. Okay. So the next issue I had is we need to try and get this off onto the safari. So I think what I'm going to do actually is just have it like this and build it so it looks like it's a crossing, okay? And the staff just know to wait for the train. Once the train's gone past, they can go on with the safari, Is this all clear? Yes, of course, yeah. I did say I'd upload them somewhere. Oh, right. I don't know why I would have uploaded them. Sorry, I may have just misspoke. I think you should go with the Radeon 5 GFX rather than 2080. Money you save, you could get a Ryzen 9 390. With better combination for streaming or over. No, the Radeon 7s are naff. The AMD graphics cards are rubbish. The new chips are great, but the graphics cards aren't nowhere near good enough for what I need. You got to remember that rendering videos happens on the graphics card as well. There we go. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being really excited. How excited for you to Planet Zoo? 7. Want to add a series of water sprays that sync follows the launch coaster? That's up to Mass to do. That's his coaster. I'm not messing with that. I just wanted to make sure the clearance was right. So I think what I'm going to do is have this come down here. We have to kind of deal with this, so we'll have to build this into like a bit of a station because you can't get the path lower than this, annoyingly. You can't build the terrain up. And you might be able to build the terrain a little, actually. Let's try. So I just undid there, but I undid something. Maybe we could pull up the terrain a little. Oh, yeah, so we could... that's a bit intense, but we could do something like that. Oh, that's good. So we can go straight onto the ground. That's better, right? And have this across here, and we'll make it look like it's just a regular sort of crossing. Earlier the stream said, "Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, we're not. We're in Uzuri now." So at some point, the cars have to go back across the train. So here, I think that's fine to have like a crossing, with some sort of bars that do this, or maybe literally just a crossing because it's going to be staff driving these. They'll know to wait for trains and stuff, so that's okay. The other side, what I'm thinking is, somebody says mentioned a tunnel. As happy as to be. Thank you for the sub. So why is it only a 7? Just because I'm always one for mitigating my excitement, and the game might be rubbish. Yeah, who knows? We don't know until it's out, right? It looks good, but might not be. There's a couple of things, like there was a video that I was going to do a series this week on a game, thinking it looked really good, and I started playing it, and it was rubbish. So, so I didn't. Ryzen RTX combo is probably the best rig. Yes, thank you, Hard Mode and Hardware. He knows his stuff. Has he? And I'm not just saying that. I know him. His name's Ian. He knows his stuff. If you put the station back, you can also have to worry about crossing. No. There's always going to have to be a crossing of the train tracks. Either the staff have to cross. Thanks, Dean. Welcome. Either the people have to cross or the cars have to cross. So, so that's kind of, hello everyone. Looks like I'm only a few minutes. Yes, Kylie, we're just getting started. Was that the game we talked about? No, I don't think so. Now you want to know what the game? I'll tell you. It's called Tribal Tides, and it's like a godlike city builder where you control the terrain and have to and it's about making the tidal water into lakes and rivers so that people grow around them, and it looked great. And I started playing it, and it was a hot mess. So so that's why I'm never mega excited about games, because they might be rubbish. I'm sure they won't be. Frontier does a great job, but who knows? You can train on the surface as a road. Yes, yeah, we'll make it look like it's always drove across, like a dusty kind of thing. So what I'm thinking we do then is because one thing I would like to do is I would like this track here to come along here and come backstage a little bit, and the final part of the tour to be kind of like and here's where we do all the stuff, because that's an interesting thing for me, I think personally, is to be able to see some of the sort of actual realistic nature of the park. So have the tracks run around the safari, run over it via a bridge. Yeah, I think having the train go over the ride would be good, just to give it that variation, because everywhere the train at the moment goes under stuff. So if we can get that slight variation in this, so that the train ends up going over something as well, I think that'd actually be pretty good. Mask's here. Hi, by the way. Hi, Mast. Yeah, so I have this first bit here has been cleared by Mast. He's seen this and okayed it because it touches his coaster. I wanted him to be all right with it. This bit, he's got no idea. This is the next stage, and it looks a hot mess right now. But it's in my head. It's working. Okay. So what we need to do, and the other thing I was going to do is this building here that we've got. There's a really great building at the moment that does nothing. I think the original idea was it was going to be like a QRS or something, or like a buffet restaurant or something. That I was thinking, well, rather than try and squeeze in something down here or put something over here and make this bridge the busiest bridge ever, right? Why don't we make this the entrance to the safari? It works, it fits. Welcome, Blueberry Oliver Bell. I broke it. Yeah, I completely broke it. But it's okay. In my head, I can see where it's going. All right. So the only thing I really had to do to Mass Coaster was change the path the other way, do this the other way around. Otherwise, it hasn't been touched. This path, slight change here. Yeah. How about you make the wooden bridge a bit wider and have the entrance to safari on the other side next to that? Because the problem with having it on the other side here is it's going to be 2 of 4 rides in the whole park, which means there's so many people going to be trying to get over this bridge, no matter how wide it is. I still think it's going to look no good, whereas there's nothing going on here. So if we have this as the entrance to this, it stops half the people getting across this bridge, and I think that works out quite well. It was going to be studios, yeah, but I changed my mind at the last minute because I'm having a bit of grief with this, and I thought maybe you guys could help rather than just keep asking where studios was. Could you curve the train tracks back a little bit more to give you room for the slope of the train? Also give you a lot more room for a nice backstage view area. Yeah, well, this bit here, this is just, I just threw that down to see where the track went. I don't actually know where it's going to go yet, but I think that interior queue here done out to be like explorers, room getting ready to leave and stuff. Yeah. We make a wooden bridge a bit wider. Yeah, I read that one. Is there going to be another way to get to the coaster? Yeah, so you've got 2 ways to get to the coaster now. We've got 2 bridges across, basically, here and here. Yeah, and we can always have a third over here, but I purposefully left this area for yourself so you can figure out what you're doing. Doesn't look like a safari entrance. Oh no, well, it have to get done up with some crates and stuff. But I actually think the building itself is grand enough. So as long as he doesn't mind me, sort of. Hey, Commander 07. Yeah. Is there going to be lions on the safari? Probably not lions. No, it's more sort of traditional safari animals and ungulates and stuff. So if we go for, let's have a look. Queues. Let's do like a wooden queue here. I've got something selected there. There we go. We want the flattened one turned off. Raiding on ground queue. There we go. For now. Hey Andrew. Not much, to be honest. I know that's a bit of a cliche, but genuinely not much. Hi from back in the UK. Hey Ian, how's it going, friends? All right. So it's good to be using the building as an entrance. Yeah, well, because you got it right and didn't really know what to do with it. So I think it works well. It's a nice big building. It'll look the part, I think. What? No. That's strange, isn't it? That is not flat terrain, is what that is. Show some boats. There isn't really any water there. Hi Panhandle, thank you. Looking forward to another PC build vlog in the future. Yeah, hopefully August 1st or August 2nd is probably going to be the next one. Thanks very much, my friend. They don't go onto the total straight away. They do get added on. You'll notice if you eagle-eyed from last week and remember well, I have added the total of these onto there. It all does go towards the new graphics card. Although we might not need it for a graphics card. I don't really want to talk about that too much just yet. But if I don't need it for a graphics card, it will go on another component. There's a chance that a graphics card is coming from elsewhere. But yeah, I don't want to talk about that just too much yet. But even still, it's going towards the PC, no matter what. Right. Just flatten terrain on and flatten everything else. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, yeah. I've played this game before. Okay. So there. Now, obviously, this is lower down, so there's going to have to be a step down here at some point, I think. Or, well, what would be ideal is like a nice slope down. Because this will probably be external, I think. We'll have these open and out in the open, yeah. Spicy Bug Mousey now needs to save up for the pennies. Yeah, that's all it is. That's all it is. Saving up for pennies. So we can get something like that. Yeah. What do with all this being super smooth? Build a garden. I'm not really looking for suggestions. Thank you, Matt. Hey guys, first time watching live stream here from Australia. It's currently 4:20. What are we watching? We're watching me! 4:20 AM, my word. I think I'm going to buy a 2080 Super. What's that upgrading from? What are you currently running? How many candles you're burning? 10.4 rubber dick. Bluminette, get some sleep. You might have just woke up. You don't know. I'm hoping we can turn that into a... Is that going to be too steep? That's quite steep, isn't it? I feel, yeah, the ramp tool, yeah, would be nice. I feel like Safari Entrance should have its own mini area hub so that people don't visit. Well, the idea is that this will become its area. Like, it kind of, I personally think it fits great. It's been a while since we had to build this comment. Yeah, at least it wasn't a coaster, hey? 1080, but the Wi-Fi one. No, that's fine. 1080 to 2080 Super is a good upgrade. The only thing I'm saying is because I think a lot of people, myself included, were holding out for the 2080s who are currently running things like regular 2080s or 2060s or 2070s, and it isn't really going to be that. It looks like something like a 6% increase over a 2080 or something like that. So, depending on what you're running, but I think from a 1080, that's a solid upgrade, I reckon. Oh, hold on. Looks like Google's just paying me. And it's a little lower than normal. So Nicola's messaged me saying what's going on. That's summer on YouTube for you, babe. let me just have a look. Okay. Just check it has gone through right, because it's not. It ain't the best month. I could be doing this live. You've seen this at the backstage of a YouTuber here. It's ridiculous. Type in AdSense into Google and it's the 6th link. It's your product. A few transactions. Yeah. Wow. July. August will be rubbish as well. Never mind. Okay. Have you ever played Terraria? No, do you know what? It's one I missed. I think it probably would have been my thing, but unfortunately I kind of have to play more stuff that's a bit more new now. But yeah, I think it probably would have been one if I hit it at the right time. Never mind, eh? Are you keeping the backstage of the hippos, giant trees, sea lions, etc. in mind? Yes, it's going to stay here. It's going to run from all here, basically. But the idea is that this studio, the Safari tour will actually go through it a little bit, or at least along the edge of it, so that we get to see some of it. And here's where the magic happens, kind of thing as well. You see, 5 times what it was. Yeah, and do you know what? That's one of the other reasons why I've come to YouTube, to be honest, base, because people just didn't migrate to Twitch like I hoped they would. Yeah, so we'll have a big bit of stream, big bit of that there. Yeah, okay. We'll make them that colour for now. That's fine. If anything you could add in Planco, what would it be? More. Not that I'm a massive coaster guy. Give us a ballpark figure for what you get for 50. It's got absolutely nothing to do with subscribers. It's all about. Don't feel like you need to keep that lower evaluation that I established. You could valley, and then you don't have to worry about terrain there in the station. Well, no, I know. The main reason it's down here like this is because I didn't want to have just like a big bridge. I mean, I suppose it could start on a bridge, couldn't it? It could start on a bridge, and then the train track could. I'd like to do one or the other. Because they've got to cross twice, right? I'd like the car to go over the train track once. And the train to go over the car once to give that variation, you know. So yeah, I suppose we could just raise it up and level the Safari out here. Yeah, that would save a lot of issues, to be honest. All right, let's get rid of that for now. Marcy, that's a little rude. Give us a ballpark. Oh, yeah. Well, no, it's okay. I don't mind talking about it. So it's got nothing to do with subscribers. You can have one subscriber. It's views. It's all about how many views you get and then how many, as a percentage, those views are monetized. And whatever your CPM is, which is how much you get paid per 1,000 views of an ad. That number fluctuates through the year. The couple of weeks before Black Friday, it kind of jumps up a little bit for myself because I get a lot of tech ads on my channel. Obviously, you know, Christmas, Thanksgiving, that kind of time it peaks as well. And then there was a little one for Prime, but really not much. But it really just goes up and down. So in Canadian dollars, a good month at the moment for me from ad revenue is around $2,000. A bad month is about $800. It can literally be that different, just on the time of year where the games have come out or whatever. You know, yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. Okay, so let's flatten this out then. Right. So here we need to start raising the train up, but it has to go really slow at that, right? I see very few ads. Yeah, I try not to put too many of them because I think they're a nuisance. So I never put one more than every 10 minutes. And if a video is like anything less than 30 minutes, I just put one in the middle. Is there a hotkey to like videos when you're watching a series? And does that make a difference to what you get? It doesn't change how much money I earn, but obviously likes classes engagements, and therefore YouTube are more likely to show it around to people. There we go. So what we need to do is to get this eventually up to this terrain here. Like this, they will carve this out. Are we on the right one here? Oh no, flatten to foundation, that's why. Agent does it about, well, that's like, I mean, that's like half my rent. So yeah, it's not great. It's not terrible, but it ain't great. Okay. Let's go back to this. Okay, so there we go. There's that height increase. Right, so that's where we need to get to, and then hopefully at some other point we can get the car underneath that. Push the building back a bit. It will create little room for your guests who want to cross the bridge and for those who want to enter the safari. Yeah, maybe we can look at that. Yeah, that's the idea. With Patreon at the moment, as it stands right now, with ad revenue and Patreon, it works out as minimum wage, which is great. You know, I mean, obviously, you know, we can't buy a house on minimum wage, but as it stands, it stops me having to go and wait tables every night. You know, and that's more than I could ever hope for, really. Yeah, stupidly skipping all the ads. Well, if they don't interest you, don't hang around with them. You know, don't watch ads just because you think it earns me money. Your single view on an ad is, you know, less than a cent. So watch ads if they interest you. That's how you're going to get better ads. If you really want to help, the best thing you could possibly do is just turn ad blocker off and just let them run. But again, don't ever click them because you think you're helping me. Only ever click them if it's something that interests you. And you know, and if you really can, $1 on Patreon is $1 a month on Patreon is more than you would earn me from watching every single video as a single person, which is kind of crazy. Blows my mind to think that if you sat down and watched every single video every single day and let the ads run, you still wouldn't earn me $1, which is just crazy. Just get my name across the top. Yeah, there's previous donations, last 10, so you must have been one of the last 10 people to donate, Matt. Is it from the big one from the RAM? I can't see the amounts on here. Okay, so we've got to get that here we can have this slight decline coming in. That's fine. Is YouTube your full-time job? Yes, Alex, it is. Yeah. Well, I'm a stay-at-home father who YouTubes to pay the bills. Why do we not just have that one little bit there? Thank you, Sam. You're going to do some gates for the train since it comes from another area. What do you mean by gates? I hope things are doing well for you. You've been following since the GM tutorial days. Wow, Mosley, I was looking at that channel again the other day. It's still ticking over. It earns about $50 a month at the minute. It's pretty crazy. Has Pinewood Hills ended? No. I took a break from it. Somebody's actually working on Pinewood as we speak. It is blooming hard work as well. Yeah, see, hard mode and hardware. Ian produces content, so he knows what it's like. Okay, just trying to get the rough layout of everything here. Okay, this seems like it could be okay. Looking better than Wonderland. Well, actually, I was going to say it's not hard, but actually the new area, the Frontier Canada bit of Wonderland's really quite good. Hey, by the way. Expedition Theme Park, awesome YouTuber as well. If you want to check, there's loads of great YouTubers here in the chat today. So how's Nicola doing with her reschooling? Has she received her license already? No. She's doing well. She's still got to do a driving course, well, they don't call it heavy goods, but the Canadian equivalent of heavy goods she has to do. That she will hopefully booking in for next month. The problem is everything costs money. That's like another $250 or something, and at the minute her computer didn't turn on the other day, which means more and more she needs to get my one, which means I need to get. Oh God, it's just, I don't know. It's just yeah. I don't want to say we're having money troubles, because we're not having money troubles. You know, we're getting rent paid, we're getting food on the table, but since moving to Canada, we are not living the life to which we are accustomed to. If that's a good way of putting it, I guess. Snow leopards would be good, yeah. YouTube Premium is also a good way to support content creators we know. Yeah, YouTube Premium is great. Well, I get a really good cut off YouTube Premium, actually. If any of you... I use YouTube Premium. I think it's great. It's well worth the $15 for no ads. And like I said, the content creators get a lot of revenue off that. Right. Track rides. Perp. Oh, actually, let's just level this train out a bit more. Animaniacs, those are the facts. Boom. Thank you, Matt. Every little helps. You are exactly right, my friend. Thank you so much for the support. Even Johnson, I see Uzuri. What's high? What we were about with what you're doing in Planco on Uzuri, make me ridiculously excited for doing Planet Zoo. Yeah, I can't wait. I hope I can get into the vibe of it pretty quick. You know, that's the main thing. Canada's the third world country after all. Like a Monkey D. Luffy. I was inspired by Dive Week and building a B&M dive as we speak. Yeah, I really enjoyed Dive Week, especially the Canada's Wonderland one. It's really nice to see. I'm building a dive coaster in this. That's going to be my coaster, is going to be a dive coaster. Considering I'm not really a massive fan of them. Yeah. Right, I think... Another one. Wow, thank you, Mike. That's a very generous super chat there. Thank you very much. Great video. Besides Planet Zoo, what other games are you looking forward to? That's a great question. And we have a Patreon, I think that is. There's all sorts of 80s retro kids TV themes going off. Yeah, thank you, Mike. Other games, yeah. So Settlers, I'm looking forward to. That's this year, I think. Hi, Ethan. Welcome. What's the other one that looks good? There's another one later this year that I got my eyes on. I can't think what it's called now. I can't think what it's called now. And then next year, the big one for me is Evil Genius 2. I can't wait for Evil Genius 2. Genuinely, really excited for that one. Really, really, really excited for that one. How does YouTube Premium work with supporting creators? I don't know really. They just work out a percentage, and you just get a percentage. Yeah, I want to have another go at this to try and get it lined up with the track, because I think it'd be silly to have a third bridge here just for the cars. So what I think we could do is have a tunnel, and we could tunnel that, I reckon. It's okay. I think I can open it up. No. Okay, Zekins, I don't know why it also picked up as spam, but it isn't. But I can read it from here. You're thinking of how to get more money for YouTube videos. Well, I'm thinking about getting more views and subs. YouTube is hard for everyone. Yeah, it never stops. It's always an uphill battle. But keep at it. Please turn off your notifications. They are so annoying. No. In a word, I love them. There's perfect time in there, Pingu. Thanks. Yeah, I want to keep. I don't know why they're all going off now. Sorry, they shouldn't all be going off. I don't know why that's happening. I might turn that one off. Okay, what we need to do is line this up there. There we go, and then we kind of want the same on there. There we go. That's not even slightly straight. Jeez. Forget it. Where it was fine. We'll make it work. There we go. Frontier should just create a new position that is content creator just to showcase the game like an ongoing ad, and instead of putting money up for marketing campaign, it would be your wage. Well, that's kind of in part what community managers do, to be fair. But I think somebody else has mentioned this week, actually, which is interesting. That topic has come up before. Oh, Frontier should just pay you. But I think one of the real sort of the real sort of key points for content creators and why they're popular is due to their integrity, or at least in some parts, and hopefully for mine as well, is my integrity. And if I was being paid by Frontier, I would have to always be nice about them, and I couldn't say how annoying this path system is, and I couldn't say how ridiculous it is that we don't have ways of making trains go over paths, or not necessarily ridiculous, but these are the things I'd like to see. And as if I was on the books, so to speak, I wouldn't be able to mention anything like that, So that's how I feel about it anyway. Okay, let's put this track ride back in. There we go. Ba-ba-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. What's the name of the path set that blends into normal path, and who's the creator? I can't remember. Is Mass got them up? I honestly can't remember the chap's name. Thank you, Commander. Donate $10. More alert messages, please. See, what you could have been really trollish there and donated $1 10 times. But thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Okay, let's see if we can roughly gauge where that's going. About what they did to X. I never rode X. I rode it as Walking Dead's first time I went. I for some reason totally missed Thorpe Park. Okay. When I was a kid, we lived like 20 minutes away from Alton Towers, so we just always went there. Oh my god! I finally caught one of your streams. Welcome, Leonard. Hey, Anthony. Did you delete the chimp area? Yes, it is going to get redone to be much lovelier and special and beautiful. Have you done the monkey enclosure yet? And why not? No, it's all about trains, planes, and automobiles today. Let's have to try and plow through those gift shop items. Yeah. I'm watching on the TV and chatting on my phone. Well, sir, you are a modern gent. That's going to be too low. Oh god, why is this so difficult? Oh, a wooden trestle bridge. Yeah, that looked good. We could do a drawbridge. We could make it look like a drawbridge that comes up. No, because the train's always going to still clip. How did you come up with the name Geekism? It was from I wanted to not call it John T. Sparrow, so I knew the channel wanted a name that sort of encapsulated the kind of my geeky nature. Thank you, whoever that was. I can't see the screen. It doesn't show up as a notification, weirdly. Here we go, Jams. We're over here. We're in a new area that we've formed. So Geekism, yeah. So, and I read an article by Will Wright, the guy behind The Sims, guy behind Maxis, and he said a good name should be 5 to 7 letters long. It should have a z or a x or a k sound in it, a z or a k sound, and it should look good on a T-shirt. And they were the rules I came up. Trying to make my life easier. I know, yeah, it was better off beforehand, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we might have to go. I think we might have to go back to where we were. You know, I just can't see it working that way. That's okay. That we still need that incline there because I do want it to come under the building at some point. Are those patron pledges all new? I have no idea what those patron pledges are because I don't think they're happening now. I think it like bottles them up because patrons aren't coming in that quick. Well, if they are, thank you. But let's have a look. I'm on Patreon now. Oh yeah, no, they are all new. Wow. Okay, thank you. For some reason it's not showing up in my little sort of notification box. But yeah, they are all new patrons. So welcome to Drunken Seth, Blair Scott, and Patrick McCool. There we go. You put us back into pluses for July, which is good because we were losing about $9 in July. Now we're up $2. Whew. All right. So yeah, no, we'll go how we were going, and we'll have it going downwards. Okay, so anything with ism on the end is very popular in the UK. Is it? Like racism? that seems to be making strides in the UK at the minute. They're fantastic at that. My favourite coaster, I don't know, something like Expedition Everest maybe. I really love that. I know it's not the most intense coaster, but God, it's a fun experience, isn't it? How about we do like this and have like a drawbridge, like stairs down to the area. Like that. Nobody does racism like America. No, I don't know. UK seems to be catching up. What's your favourite UK ride? 13 at Alton Towers. What's your favourite coasters to build? None of them. Thoughts on Galaxy's Edge? I think they should have waited and had both rides open at the same time. I think at the moment it's a glorified shopping centre. As an American, it's not that bad at all. It just looks way worse. As is the UK, I'm sure. Oof, that'd be perfect, I think. Okay. Thoughts on Rita? It needs a complete retheme. The problem is with Rita and most Alton Towers coasters are that for a good while they insisted on it being a world's first or Europe first or whatever, and it means that they spend all of their budget on that single feature. So, for instance, Oblivion, all it does is drop and that's it. Rita, all it does is launch and that's it. and that's their biggest problem. What they need to do instead is consider the larger full ride like they have with Wicker Man and other things like Smiler. Although Smiler was like world's first inversions or whatever, but that was always my issue with Rito and Oblivion. The two I miss, to be honest. If I've got nothing, if I'm short for time, the two coasters I always miss at Alton Towers or Rito and Oblivion because they're one-hit wonders. Thank you for the patron pledge. I can't see your name. I'm gonna have to keep Patreon open here, aren't I? And keep flicking it. Smiler's great. Yeah, Smiler's good, Jim. You used to do radio and you speak really well on video. Any tips for voice? I haven't necessarily got any tips. And enunciation is important, as opposed to enunciation's being important. So enunciation is important, but try not to do it over the top. Hagrid is the evolution of 13. I think there's a few steps in between, but yeah. Most record-breaking coasters aren't great. Well, yeah, because they're obsessed with having that one aspect that's amazing, and the rest seems to always fall down a little, to be honest. Yeah, late as usual. Tut tut. We were waiting for you. We started without you in the end, I'm afraid. Okay, so that's where the ride's going to be. All right, so I think. No, it's okay. So we're running the other way, but it doesn't help. What do you think of Habrig's? I have not been on it, but it looks great. Excited to get on it. That seems like it's way up my street, that kind of coaster. Big family coaster with loads of cool elements. Did 13 for the first time on Friday. Really enjoyed it. Did not expect the first drop to be as steep. Yeah, it's good. UK is always billed as one of the most tolerant countries on the planet. I've lived in other places and seen responses to job applications say, "Sorry, we don't hire black people." Well, yeah, they're not quite as open about it as some places, I guess, but it's still there. I'm missing what's going on with Miss Malova. I've returned. Crew's delicious. Everybody after 3. What did I miss? 1, 2, 3. Not much. Very good, Liam. Thanks. Glad for coming. Thanks for coming. Has anyone been watching Good Omens on Amazon? That's really good. My cat is sitting on my mouse. Something strangely poetic about that. It's really difficult to see roughly where we are here. I'm going to guess there's fine. I'll come back to it later. Yes, I liked his picture. Yeah, it was good. Finally got that face reveal we've all been dying for. What happened to Pinewood? Nothing's being worked on. We'll come back soon. My face reveal, yeah, exactly. So we're trying out both. Yes, we're trying to find a way of getting them to work together. Good Omens was amazing. Loved it. Yeah, we still got a couple to watch. Still got a couple to. I think we watched 4 last night. I did. It wasn't even someone, was it? It was like a whole group of people complaining to Netflix about Good Omens, I think. But yeah, it's very good. I mean, I love the book. Not my I prefer the straight up sort of Discworlds, but yeah, it was enjoyable and a good one. I just wish they'd make all the was Stranger Things. Yeah, Stranger Things was good as well. Although it's a bit more of the same. I don't have Amazon Prime. Oh, it's well worth getting. Netflix and Amazon Prime are the only 2 we really have. That's all we have. We don't have cable or anything. I'd like to place the entrance and exit. Oh, there we go. Oh, we're on the wrong pissing side. Oh, what's going on here? What's going on? Right, there we go. I spoil it for you. I've never watched it, so I'm qualified. You're going to be getting a bad omen about good omens, but it'll be a good omen. That's not far off, actually. Yeah. Wife and I watched it in one day. Well, no, we're managing an episode at night each time the kid goes to bed. That's about it. How different is Canada to the UK? It's just different enough. I said I swear. Did I? What did I say? I didn't hear it. You can't prove nothing, Governor. Thoughts on Tron? I have none. Sure, it'll be good. Oh, it's quite nicely. We can box all that in with wood. This can be more of a gravel path. It can take us... If we can meander it up to here, that would be best, I think. This is going to be an open area here. Oh, that's a big grid. I didn't realise. Okay. Are you missing everyday British things like Tesco and Chavs? No, do you know what? Genuinely, we tried to find fish and chips the other day, and they weren't great. That was the only thing genuinely the only thing we've been like, oh, do you know what? I could just eat. But other than that, everything we've either found or not, or yeah, not missed, I guess. I hate terrain work. Hate it, hate it, hate it. In fact, I hate terrain work more than path work. Give me a flat area and some paths and I can do what you like. It's the terrain work I hate. Playlist for Uzuri Gardens is missing episodes 11 and 13. Oh. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. No. I knew that wouldn't work because it'd be just too easy, wouldn't it? Oh, not many miles off. Where was that going to let me do it? There. Sod it, I'll take that. Boom. There's that luck. Whatever. Is it chips actually like chips or is it French fries? No, they are like thick and chunky. They're just not chip shop chips, you know. A very specific chip, isn't it? How's Xander? He's doing great. Thanks very much for asking. I hate train work more than I hate Donald Trump. Oh, that's saying a lot. Thank you very much to whoever that was. Hold on, let me refresh my Patreon page since the Streamlabs doesn't want to play. To failtoast.manu. Nice name. Enjoying the temperature. Yeah, it's freezing today. What's going on? I say it's freezing. It's like 25. That feels well cold compared to the last couple of weeks. Are you nearby, are you, Colin? Remind me. Or do you just check the weather app for where I live? No, I think I remember you saying you were nearby. Yeah, it's chilly today. Chilly willy, chilly willy. we can sort of sort that in up there to a nice waiting area. Good stuff. Yep. Gift shop maybe a little. Not clued up on traditional Canadian stuff. So is that just Canadian Starbucks then? What are we asking about? Are we on about Timmy's? All these advice have been replaced with Timmy's coffee. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's Canadian Starbucks. I'd say it's Canadian Dunkin' Donuts. It's just pot coffee and like cheap donuts and pastries and stuff. Windsor, Ontario. There we go. Temp finally crashed due to leftover hurricane leaving. Yeah, so not far from ourselves then. Yeah. Great to catch Geekism live stream now. I must bathe my child. That was a great way of putting it. Hope everything's going well, Ian. Ian's quite a new dad. Hard mode and hardware is quite a new father, but looks like he's taking it like an absolute champ. So I hope everything's going okay, buddy. Timmy's his religion. Timmy's his met. Timmy's sells coffee for about $1.50. That's all you need to know about the place. 105 yesterday. Yeah, to be honest, yesterday it was like literally the arses fell out of it today. It's much chillier today than it has been all week. Are you in Toronto? No, I'm in London. Have you watched The Office US? Yeah. Yeah, 44. Yeah, it was killer. Absolutely killer. Speaking of fatherhood, how old is Xander now? He's going to be 2 in... Let's have a look. Let's work it out. He's going to be 2 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks today, he's going to be 2 years old, which is crazy. Yeah. Yeah, Europe. I really feel really sorry for heat waves in Europe because we're not ready for it. We're not built for it. And you see people in Texas go, oh yeah, well it's like that every day. Yeah, but all your buildings are air conditioned, so you know what? Deal with it. Yeah. Did you get scared from the tornado warnings the other day? Did it make you research them? No, I didn't get it. Nick's phone went off with a warning. I didn't get it, and it was fine here, to be honest. No, I knew we got tornadoes. I knew they weren't particularly horrific, so I was kind of ready for them. I thought they came a little bit later in the year, though, to be honest. But no, it's all good. We need to come out the state. It needs to come and make a turn a bit quicker on this, don't we? Just there. Ask people who put, well, yeah, that's fine if you're working outside, but you know, there's not people sat in offices all day smoultering. Have you brought the little one to Storybook Gardens yet? Anthony, we get Storybook Gardens pretty much every week. Have you visited many theme parks in Canada? No, mostly because there isn't many theme parks in Canada. I think there's about 3. And there's Canada's Wonderland, which is in just south of Toronto. And then I think there's one over in sort of Quebec somewhere called La Ronde. And I think there's maybe one more. I don't know if you ever addressed this, but I've been thinking it'd be so cool. Planco's Grace on Birchfair Parks. I would rock an Uzuri Garden shirt. Yeah, do you know what? I have thought about it. There's a Pinewood Hills shirt on the store. With an Uzuri shirt, I'd have to work out some sort of revenue split with Masked, which is obviously doable. We just haven't really got around to doing it. But yeah, I think I would like to do that, and I'd love to get maps done, not necessarily to sell, but I'd love like like as you walk into a park and get a park map. Thank you, Joe Haynes, for your Patreon pledge. Very generous, thank you. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. All right, this is okay. It's all still a hot mess, but we're getting somewhere, I think. Have you been to the Toronto Zoo? No, not yet. We're hoping to go. Maybe you can leave it later in the summer because I imagine most of the animals look dead at the minute with the heat. But yeah, we'd like to. Yeah. I was thinking you were building a bird cage. We will be redoing a bird cage at some point over Oh. I'd love a Geekism Studio shirt. Yeah, the plan is to do all of it. The Geekism Studios doesn't have a really great logo, though, to be honest. Okay, I think we can make that work. Yeah, it's a big one, right? I've heard that. Yeah, somebody has said that. They said make sure you take the kids' buggy. It's depressing. Okay. Also, my comments keep getting ignored. Never. I would love a Geekism Studio shirt. I literally just read that one out. I can't see anything else you've said. Are you going to build the bird cage out the fence I suggested on Discord? Yeah, I think so. I haven't downloaded it yet, but I have got that. That's the plan. Yeah. To do that. Okay, so what I want to do with this then is get it testing so we can see how it sits there. Ruggy dolls, dolls like you and me. Thank you very much to Giraffaholic. Giraffaholic. That's one of them ones you have to read the whole word before you start trying to pronounce it, because I started off with giraffe. Alright, gotta go back to work. Have a good stream. Thank you, Gryffindor. Thanks for stopping by. Speaking of merch, I'd love it if one of the next DLCs would be about more shops in the game. We're not getting any more DLCs for Planco, mate. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. Oops. Oh, God. Right then. What's that song, by the way? It is a British one, yeah. It's called the Raggy Dolls. Actually, I think the show might have just been called Rag Dolls. But yeah, it was a kids' TV show back in the 80s. Oh, okay. Right, so like that, yeah. Paths. Flattened terrain. Oh no, hold on. 4. Yeah, nailed it. Whoops. Did you know the elephants are lefties or righties with their tusks like people hands? Oh, that's interesting. Unless there's a new Planet Coaster sequel, I doubt they would let it die off. Oh, okay. There isn't any more DLC for Planco. How's that? Imagine pushing your kid down there. I think probably, even though it wasn't, it's still pretty wonky. The one we did was a little bit more acceptable. Imagine in a buggy, yeah, not just like. Don't shove kids down hills, kids. All right, layout-wise, that's okay. So here, yeah, mostly the issue here is going to be making it look good with terrain paints, right? So like all this, that's probably the best one. Is that one maybe? Yeah. I mean, I just want to point out that I have no secret knowledge of Planet Coaster's development, but I'd be very surprised if we see anything else now. Okay. Okay. So now we need to make this a bit of a raised up thing, right? Boop, boop, boom, 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 boom. I guarantee you're not going to see any of the Planet Zoo content making its way to Planet Coaster. That would be a ridiculous business model to do. Sorry. Do I think Planet King Coaster? I don't know about that actually. There's not. I don't think the game's not launching with characters in it, as in like entertaining characters. So maybe we'll get them in the future, but I don't know. Honestly, couldn't tell you about that one. Pass. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Yeah. I would eat my hat if that happens, Anthony. Ooh. Alright. Water physics is being finally worked out because just a water park game. There's no water physics in the game. It's volumetric water, not dynamic. There's a difference. Watch my videos, folks. We talk about all of this. Rita video, nice. Look forward to that one. Is that what you were asking me before? Am I going to get quotes in it? Rita at Alton Towers, that Johnson from Geekism says is a bit naff. A lion or tiger? Yeah, I think we'll probably see it eventually. But from looking at the screenshots that we've seen so far, they're not going to be a thing. Oh yeah, lion, tigers, and bears. Of course, you have to finish the quote. Oh my indeed. Okay, terrain. I'm just going to pull the terrain up a little there. Can't remember last time I saw. Yeah, they're not as common as theme parks, but I have seen them. Yeah. Wasn't the only pause that was a bit rubbish. Oh yeah, no, no. I think if you put on your video that it's a bit rubbish, I think most people will agree. Yeah. Yeah. How do you make sure that they won't crash? You don't, unfortunately. They may well do. We're suspending our disbelief a little bit there, I'm afraid. Yeah, we'll have some sort of sign. We have signs, right? Which part was it you went around with? Theme park world? Canada's Wonderland. I reckon if you're following their series, I reckon you've got about a week. I think you've got about a week before it goes up. Right. All right. Here we go. Sign. Let's have a look at the road signs we've got. hasn't it? No, not today, I don't think. To Jackbox, that is. They're so huge, those. How do you make it to the bus and the train don't run into each other? You don't. They may well just, but they won't crash or anything. They'll just clip through each other. When do you think beta access will be? I know you don't have anything though, but a rough guess. So we're finding out at Gamescom. They've said that the beta announcement will happen at Gamescom, and that's August. That's like third weekend of August, right? So you've got August, October, you've got August, September, October, November. It genuinely could be any time. Frontier aren't the sort of company to say when you're gonna get beta tomorrow. So like I wouldn't expect it like first week or two of September. But other than that, I have no idea. Can we talk about my face? I'd rather not, because we're doing quite well at the minute with lots of people watching, and I think if we start describing your face, we'll lose them all. Delay Designer will be streaming Planet Zoo. There's going to be loads of people streaming Planet Zoo at Gamescom. Best in Slot, Delay Designer, Reed Renkamel, Silverette, and not me, because I moved to Canada, which made it too expensive for Frontier to send me to Germany. I knew there'd be a downside to this move. Oh well. Rip. I know, it's fair enough. It certainly makes sense that they should prioritise European creators for it. Yeah, but you know, maybe TwitchCon later in the year is a little bit closer for me to get to, so maybe we can sort something out for that. We'll see. They're incredibly supportive, Frontier, and if they can help you out with stuff, they will. It'll be in Germany. That's where Gamescom is, yeah. Always. That's a German convention. Have you ever seen Universal Roblox? No, do you know what? Roblox is one of them ones that I've just got no clue as to what's happening. Okay. Alright, that's basic but fine to start off with. Okay. It would make sense to join this up if we can. Yeah. There we go. All right. Hopefully. Yes, hopefully, yeah. And if not, I mean, I'll be whatever they release at Gamescom, I'll be covering still. Just not able to be there and streaming the game, unfortunately. Okay. If I hit 100,000 subs, I'll have to do a Roblox Let's Play. Says who? Hopefully the path system is improved in Planet Zoo. There are no changes to the path system in Planet Zoo from Planet Coaster. confirmed. Finally got a Twitch channel sorted, so could be streaming soon, you know, like within a year. Yeah, it took me about a year to get into it in the first place. Currently building a recreation of Universal Studios Orlando in Parkitect. Oh, nice. Need to get back to Parkitect soon. I'm enjoying the Let's Play series, but I want to get back to the thingy soon, the full game. All right. I can't focus on this today at all. I just really feel like I'm treading water, you know? If any of your parks have a sci-fi ride, can I make music for it? Yeah, sure. I don't think I have got a sci-fi ride, though. Right. Come on then, let's start. Let's start. Let's start. Let's start. When these games come, third weekend of August, I think, like 22nd of August or something like that. I think, off the top of my head. Okay, let's start making a fence here, a bridge. Has the Canada gone for you? Overall, James, great. Thank you for asking. Yeah, a few issues concerning credit rating. Our credit rating doesn't mean much over here, so we've struggled a little bit with credit. But yeah, overall, it's going really well. The country's beautiful. People are lovely. Cost of living overall is a little cheaper than it is in the UK. So yeah, we're doing all right. Let's start doing something. Right. Log. Love you had such high hopes with your Ark series with other YouTubers making it a massive server, but since the pilot it hasn't been back since. Yeah, because it died a death. It got like 1,000 views or something. And unfortunately, I'm now in the boat that if a video doesn't do very well, I have to stop the series because it costs the channel. Shush you. Look at me, building in Planko. Doesn't happen very often, folks. Applying for a credit card and they asked for $500. That's not credit. Yeah, that's basically what happened for us. We had to. It's what they call a secured credit card. So to get a grand credit limit, we had to put down $1,000 on the card. And this is coming from two people who had great credit in the UK and 5,000 limits on cards and stuff. And yeah, but we're getting there. My former chocolate point used to sound like it said hello. Oh, can you hear him? I think your cat might be murdered. No, Carl, that's just a Siamese. That's the noise they make. Moved to Canada almost 5 years ago now. Oh, awesome, James. So you know exactly what it's like then to try and get credit here. Nice start with the bridge there. No, it's just the beginning of it. This is just the start, pal. Buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. I'm not your pal, buddy. This is just the basic framework. These big chunky logs are awesome. I don't use them enough. This will look awesome when it's done. So shut up. Hi, goldfish. Dying cat. He's not. He's just a noisy git. Most likely wants to use the bathroom and won't go. Hurry up. Equinox Doodles, thank you. You've You've inspired me to play Planet Coaster once again, and I cannot thank you enough for helping me love this game once more. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Come here, come and say hello. Everyone thinks you're dying. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to throw you over my head like that Twitch lady. Haha, topical. Say hi. Here he is. Say hi, Ario. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Makes that scratch on his back. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That's good scratching. Oh, that good scratching. Credit thing makes a little sense. This is based on their risk. You move, you might be jobless. Oh, I totally get it. But we went in with proof of jobs and 20 grand in the bank. There we go. Don't worry, not gonna force feed you vodka. I'll throw you over my head. Oh. You want what you don't, they stink. He really does stink as well. Have you just shite? Oh, look at the state of me. Covered in hairs. Excuse me. Suki sends Oreo nose kisses and purrs. Oh, did you hear that, Oreo? We've got nose kisses from Suki. You're not interested. Time is it in Canada? 3:20 in the afternoon. Yeah, a lot of them are cross-eyed, aren't they? Shush! I've just picked you up to show that you're all normal. He's going to sit on the sofa now. No, he hasn't. He's gone to crawl back onto the couch. Onto the chair now. Oh yeah, sorry, I should point out that Canada's got like 5 time zones. The one I'm in, it's currently 3:20. How do I send it to you? Oh, Matty, either on Discord or like if you put it onto a Google Drive and send it through Twitter, or if you want to email me, I'll put my email in the chat. This is also the email address for PayPal if anyone wants to make a donation. Yeah, you can send it there. It's probably good. Cat can snore. Cats snore, man. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't realise that cats snore. So I've never heard that before in my life, RCT, to be honest with you. But to be honest with you, there are a lot of words that can be used as racist terms that aren't racist. It's all about context. It did sound amazing, you're right. We've got 3 dogs. We'd like a dog. Once we've got a bit more space, we're in an apartment at the moment. Once we've got a bit more space, we'd like a dog. Okay, they're all in place. So let's vary them up. Here's a good tip that I still see a lot of people not do. Not necessarily with this kind of build, but trees I see a lot. When you've got something in place like this, just take the time to go around, rotate, make all of these just that little different. I'd even go as far as pulling a few of them down like that. Makes a huge difference to the look. Just so they're not all the same. Hi, Elliot. Just got here. What did I miss? What did I miss, folks? Have you been on Oblivion? Yeah, many times. Favorite comedian? I've really been enjoying James Acaster at the minute. A moth into my room at 4. That's fantastic because I'm sure your cat thought they were doing a great job. That's awesome. Where are them poles are like? How you doing? Doing good, thanks, Elliot. How you doing? There we go. Because I'm recreating it. Oh, okay. Good. Best of luck. What the hell happened then? Moth was still alive, had to catch it and chuck it out the window for you. That's one of them, because that's like, you're up then, aren't you? You know? You ain't having a good night's sleep. Even if you go back to sleep, you're not having a good night. Oh, I've got cat eye all over me now since I've picked him up. Do do do. Cheers, Lego Juice. Anyone else say YouTube is slowly taking control of people with all the demonetizations? I don't have any problems. I usually find there's a reason. I know a lot of people say there isn't, but a bit of looking usually finds there's a pretty obvious reason why somebody's been demonetized. Almost missed this entirely. No worries, Danny. You catch us for the last half an hour. Oh, that's much bigger than I thought it was going to be. There we go. Hello. Hi, Chris. Hello, Dan. Can we go on this? Let's get to there. Haven't missed anywhere. No, I haven't particularly got much done today, to be honest. Do we still do a Jackbox at the end of the street? Yeah, go on. I wasn't planning on it, but I'm not really feeling this today, so we'll do a Jackbox. Love your stuff. One of the few YouTubers who I can stand doesn't make stupid noises in the mic every 5 minutes like the others. Thanks, Game Lover. I mean, I can make stupid noises into the mic every 5 minutes if that's what people want me to do. Well, what sort of noises I could do? Suggestions on the poke card. Thoughts on Daft Punk? They make music, right? Are they do songs? That's my thoughts on them. I think they make songs. My delay's so big today I'll be in the audience. Huh. What is it a YouTube thing or? Just talk. Shut up. They're a French robot band. Oh, that'd be why I don't really know much about them. That sounds like my sort of thing. I don't really listen to music, to be honest. I was at a zoo. They said, save the trees, ironically. It was on a wooden building. Nice. What piece is your go-to for tiles on a custom roof? This one here. That one. Or that one, if you want to do them a bit bigger. Yeah, that one actually. That's usually that one. I try not to yell. Yeah, to be honest with you, that was what Geekism started as. When I first started the channel up, I wanted it to be a sort of antidote to screaming YouTubers. They're not so much of a big thing anymore, but when I first started doing it, and the only people you could watch were Minecraft YouTubers who screamed. Yeah, I kind of had enough of that quite very early on. All right, we'll leave it there. That's the decent beginnings. I'm going to save that. I need to bet another hour or two's work. And we'll play some Quiplash. A French electronic duo that dresses like robots. Where did the big logs come from? As in, what pack are they from, or why are they there? Needs a cover. Yeah, I don't know whether they'll have a cover, but we'll definitely have a lot more sort of ropes and stuff going on. I'm going to try and do what I wanted to do on that original bridge, if you remember that one way back when. That didn't really work out. Okay, let's get... Where's it gone? The long case from robot? Yeah, they did. Big poo logs. Quiplash, there we go. Preparing to launch Quiplash. So if you want to play along, you go to jackbox.tv.com. No, jackboxtv.com. No, jackbox.tv. We doing Uzuri Gardens 2 with Planet Zoo. I don't know whether we'll do Uzuri Gardens, because the whole point of Uzuri Gardens was like was rides and animals, and we don't really seem to have rides. So I think we might, but we may do something together. I like the idea of me and Mass work together. I think we work together quite well. We kind of push each other quite good, I think. I feel my curry poo. That's quick. You finished your curry at the start of this stream. What's funny is that Daft Punk started out as a French theatre group. Why are we talking about Daft Punk so much? Then slowly over time turned into the two iconic duo that they are today. It's so iconic I've never heard of them. Other than, I say I haven't heard of them. I think I've heard of them. How are you liking Canadian lifestyle? Good so far, thanks, Chris. Yeah, it's the lifestyle's fantastic. It's very laid back, very chilled. Got everything we need nearby. There's loads of stuff for Xander to do. Loads of family stuff, beautiful walks. The parks are great. Yeah, that's the best bit so far. To be honest with you, just the sort of day-to-day life. We're really really loving it. Finding so much joy in just being in the country. Quiplash is taking an age to upload, I'm afraid, folks. You have to bear with us. You think it will be a water park? Do I think what will be a water park update? Let's try the flat rides. Just like 2 or 3 flat rides I'd love. It doesn't have to be major, but like a little carousel with animals on it. Oh, I'd love that. Just a couple, just to really help with that realism. Hmm. Yeah, really benefit from free preschool programs and such. Yeah, definitely. There's so much of that there just isn't in England. Yeah, Planet Coaster. No, there's 100% no. Please, if you take anything away from the stream, take this away. There will never be a water park expansion for Planet Coaster. It really annoys me still people seeing asking for that when they've confirmed it multiple times that it's never happening. Just wait until winter. Oh, I can't wait for the winter. I'd much rather the winters than the summers. I love that people just wait till the winter. Like I didn't do any sort of research before I moved my whole family here. We've been here for a winter in Canada already. Carousel, Ferris wheel. Yeah, exactly. That'd do me. Couple. Yeah, that honestly, that would be more than enough. Why can't I get the game capture to show the game I want to show? Ah, there it is. Quick flash. Is it going to do it? There we are. Okay, so if you want to play along, go to jackbox.tv. First 7 people to join me will be playing in the game. Everyone else gets to play as a member of the audience. You'll get a code up on the screen that you can type in and play along. There we go. When's Planet Zoo coming out? November 5th. I hope they had right. No, there's Dallas. There's no more updates to Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster's been. They've now finished developing Planet Coaster. Ups, UPS and FedEx are coming together to make a new company. It'll be called Fed Up. Very good. Southern Ontario winters aren't that bad anyway. Our built is much worse. I'm originally from Ontario. Yeah. Certain places get it much worse than we do here. We just get a bit of snow. We're all in. Dig Biddies, Patrick, Amber, Alice, Jar Jar, Matt, and MacGyver have joined us today. Have you imagined the music? Thank you so much, Matty. We'll definitely get that on the next episode. It's fantastic. Everyone's in? Okay, if you feel free to carry on joining in with the audience. If not, let's go. Pour myself a little bit of drink. Bop, 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 bop.
Hi, I'm Josh Schmitty Schmitzenstein, your court-ordered host of Quiplash. I had a dream that you were all together. Well, it was actually
dark today, aren't they?
Let's get started. And remember, any extra players can join the audience at any time by entering the room code. Audience members' votes count. This is round 1.
Well, you got to think, Dallas. It's a 4-year-old game now, nearly. It's had multiple DLCs and support for many years.
And decide who wins. You'll score points based on the percentage of people who prefer your answer.
Like, I don't know what people expect. Oh. Okay, I'm done. They were tricky. Oh, PC would never have a water park expansion, but do you think they'd ever make a separate game? There's a Planet 2 DLC for that, maybe. Yes, there could be a water park expansion for Planet Coaster 2. I can't remember what I'm allowed to say, but there are reasons that there isn't a water park expansion for Planet Coaster other than gameplay reasons. Can 69 people dislikes it isn't even 69 to 69. No, because somebody will always be that 70th liker. 2006. Oh, 3 years then, not 4, sorry.
First one, the the best thing about going to prison. Okay,
Oh.
voting time.
People different people have their priorities very different on this one. Wow, I did not think that'd be so neck and neck. The audience has completely swung it there. Look at that. Amber, you need to be filthier.
Next up, a gift nobody would want, the Blank of the Month
Oh,
Club.
that's a good one.
It's voting time.
Gross. Oh god, what is this game? Yeah. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but you write your own card.
And next is, you shouldn't get a massage at a place called Blank. Vote on your devices.
I love when people haven't seen Quiplash before. No, Andrew's MacGyver's been in quite a few times with this.
Next one, the 3 ingredients in the worst smoothie ever. Time to vote.
No way! Who's this? Who has got the exact same sense of humor as me? Ah, Patrick. That has made my day.
Coming up next, bad advice for new graduates.
Oh, Alice can't be bothered.
Okay, next one. The name of your new plumbing company.
Holes, holes, holes. No cracks on us. They're both quite good. I can't believe we both went for the same joke of 2 horrible things and kale. It's tough on that. They were both pretty good. Good job, Tig Biddies.
Kennedy's original speech said,
Ask not what your country can do for you. Oh, Planko. Whoop. Oh, man. You guys are so in sync. Oh, that's just the Jonty reference there. Wow.
And next, name of a children's book by someone who hates children. Vote on your devices.
One of those is really quite aggressive. It hits a little bit near the knuckle, I'll be honest with you, that one. Hits a little close to the bone. That's round 1, I think. I think I've done pretty well there.
Round 1. Here's the scoreboard.
Let's see. Oh, I'll take second. Seconds of Tig Biddies. Good old Tig Biddies.
Round 2 time, and to make it interesting, I'm doubling all the point values.
Double
Very
points? As a parent, yeah. Hmm. Oh, that's a tough one. Okay. Watch Ray William Johnson play this video. Jonesy with the tough one, yeah. Must be a mask. I mean, yeah, to be honest with you, just liking what you've done makes a big difference, I think. Half the time I'm never happy. I was quite happy with round 1 answers, not so much round 2. Oh, 2, not answer.
Okay, here we go. The first prompt is the worst shape for an animal cracker. Okay, everyone, vote for your favorite.
I got a bag of animal crackers the other day. It said on the back of the packet, do not eat if seal is broken. Opened them up, lion was fine, bear was fine, but the seal was broken. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear.
Next in line, make up a curse word. Time to vote.
I think Whopper's already won, isn't it? Can't believe none of you went for Cuddle Ducks. Ah, Cuddle Ducks. Cuddle Ducks and Sugar Butties. Anything in Dutch does sound like a rude word.
Next up, a fun outfit to dress up the statue of David in. It's voting time.
What's a makini? A mankini. I went for a topical reference. It didn't work. Oh, did it work? Oh, it did work! I was really struggling with that one. Couldn't think of anything funny, and Planko Arch is kind of like the go-to answer.
Coming up next, the worst warning to read on some medicine you just swallowed.
Do you know what? The worst warning you can read on some medicine that you just swallowed. Do not swallow. That's it. That's the answer. Surely. It's the ultimate answer, surely. The worst thing you can read on something that you've just swallowed is do not swallow. Oh, is that not you, Malova? Right, okay. Oh yeah, you said you was going to hand back. Pralines and Dick is good.
Okay, next one. Make up the title of a movie that is based on the first time you had sex.
These are getting worse. That's what I'd have gone for, our base.
And next is the worst thing you could stuff a bed mattress with. Time to vote.
Kippers would stink. Kippers smell gross. They taste amazing though. Prairings and Dickers are Wayne. No, I never really got Wayne's World. Whiplash.
Next up, invent a new word for the toilet that sounds like it's from Shakespeare. It's voting time.
No, I know, but who was dropping Wayne's World references? Oh! I can't remember. Yeah. Oh, audience preferred mine. Please will you upload this? Yes, Charles, it goes onto the channel just after. About an hour afterwards it goes up, I think.
Round 2. Fire up the scoreboard.
Tig Biddies. Who is Tig Biddies? We'll never know.
This is round 3, the last lash. Points are tripled, and everyone gets the same one single prompt this time. Our
Here we go.
last lash prompt is a weapon that should be added to the game Clue.
Since the movies, wow, way back when. Maybe.
Let's see the responses.
The other 12. I'd have thought so. Yeah, yeah. 1, 2. There are only two. Only 2. I thought there'd be more than that. I'm cutting up for random ones. I went for it. God, that's absolutely flew through you, isn't it? Christ. I bet it was like bleeding a radiator on it. A kindness would have been good. His song. Mother-in-law is a good one as well, yeah. Look at 85. I try exactly, yeah. Oh, good. 5 votes from my peers there. I'll take that. Only 1 audience vote. Nice. Tig Biddies. Look how much the audience shifted, man. Trump. How's he worked the percentages out? I wish I knew. Mother-in-law's won it. Wow, he got a quiplash on the final. Nice. Well done, Matt.
It's over. Let's take a look at the final scores.
What up? Oh, I just sneaked into 3rd, but Patrick wins it. Right then, folks. That's all I've got time for. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks to all the donations, to the new Patreons, to the super chats. It's all incredibly well received. It all goes towards the pots for a new graphics card or other equipment, depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks. Keep your eyes on the channel for that. Got some exciting news, hopefully. So yeah, I only had 1 vote. Oh, Danny, you get 3 votes on the final one. Just so you know for next time. It's could have been my proudest moment of 20 It's all downhill from here, mate. All downhill from here. Right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Take care, guys. Bye.